Hey there. In the previous videos, we spoke about how to define sets using word description as well as roster form. Now in this video, we are going to be looking at how to define a set using set builder notation. Now with that said, let's take a look at the examples that we are going to be using. The four examples on your screen right now are the ones I'm going to be using to demonstrate how to write a set in set builder notation. Feel free to pause the video and try them out before I walk you through them. As a matter of fact, once you're done watching this video, feel free to go check out the quiz on our website, which is at run.com.na. Okay? Let's take a look at example number 1. Here we are asked to write set A in set builder notation. Now when we look at set A, we have 4 elements inside the curly brackets, right? Which are 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we write this set in set builder notation? This is what we do. We say set A is the set of all elements X such that X is an element of. Now by now you should know that this Greek letter stands for is an element of from the previous videos. Now when you come here, you ask yourself, inside your curly brackets, these numbers, what type of numbers are they? From numbers and operations, these are natural numbers. So we say such that X is an element of natural numbers. So this is how we write, or this is how we denote natural numbers, okay? With a capital N. Now once you are here, by now you should know that natural numbers basically start from 1 and they move on to infinity. But when you look into our set here, it does not start at 1 and move to infinity, but it stops at 4. So how do we make sure that when we are defining it in set builder notation, we start from 1 and only end at 4? So how we can do that is that after the n here for natural numbers, we put a comma, okay? And then we put the limit to say X should be less than 5. Because if we are to look at the natural numbers here, which numbers are less than 5? 5 is here, so the numbers less than 5 are 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is clearly defined in set builder notation, okay? So if we are to read this, we'll read it as A is the set of all elements X such that X is an element of natural numbers, and, so the comma there we say, and X is less than 5. So this is correct. Another way you could write this limit is by saying X is less than or equal to 4. Okay? So that's one way you could rewrite this limit over here. Now with that said, let's take a look at example number 2. Now here we are asked to write set B in set builder notation. So what do we do? Similar to example number 1, we say B is the set of all elements X such that X is an element of. Now you check inside the brackets here, your elements, what are they? Here we see they are numbers. Okay, fine. Which type of numbers are they? From numbers operations, you ask yourself, which numbers are having positive whole numbers and negative whole numbers, but also include 0? Those numbers are called what? Those numbers are called integers, okay? So if these are integers, we say such that X is an element of integers. So this is how you write or denote integers. So that Z represents integers. Now similar to the example, the previous example, integers also continue to infinity. Okay? Let's say on the positive side, after this 7, it continues 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to infinity. Basically, it keeps going on and on and on. The same on the negative hand side or the left hand side, which is the negative side. It keeps continuing to say negative 8, negative 9, negative 10, and so forth. How do we clearly define this set in set builder notation so that it is in a way that we only focus on these numbers from negative 2 to positive 4? After saying such that x is an element of integers, again we put a comma, and then we just put this limit to say, look, this set should be limited from negative 2 to positive 4. Okay? So this can be done like this. So that if you are to read this set, we say B is the set of all elements x such that x is an element of integers and x is greater than or equal to negative 2 and less than or equal to positive 4. Okay? So this is correct. Another way perhaps you could define this limit is also by saying x is greater than negative 3 and x is less than positive 5. Okay? Now with that said, let's take a look at example number 3. So here we are asked to write set C in set builder notation, right? So how do we do this? Again, similar to the previous example, we say set C is the set of all elements x such that. Now when you look inside here, in the curly brackets, these elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are all odd numbers and they continue to infinity. So what we could say is such that x is an odd natural number, and this would be correct. Now, if you don't want to write words and you want to write it mathematically, like the previous examples, what you could do is you could say C is the set of all elements x such that x is equals to 2n minus 1. Okay? So 2n minus 1 is a way of how we mathematically write odd numbers. Okay? Or this is how we denote odd numbers. I'll explain now in a few. Once you do this, you say set C is the set of all elements x such that x equals to 2n minus 1 and n is an element of natural numbers. Now, how does this work, or what does this mean? This simply means that if I'm to bring out the natural numbers, right? Let me just show you something. This simply means if I'm to bring out the natural numbers and I take the first natural number and I plug it into n. Okay? So you can use your calculator. If you say 2 times 1, that will give you 2 minus 1. You are supposed to be getting the first element, which is 1. Okay? So hence, we are saying this n that you are going to be plugging into this 2n minus 1 should be a natural number. So it doesn't matter which natural number you plug in. So you say, for example, you plug in 1, which is the first natural number. It will give you the first odd number. Again, if you are to, let's just say you plug in, let's go to the third number, right, which is 3. If you plug it into n, it is supposed to give you the third number. So let's say, for example, you're supposed to be getting 5, right? Okay, my arrow there is not so arrowing, but yeah, you get the idea. So let's test it. 2 times 3 gives you 3, 6. So it gives you 6. 6 minus 1 gives you 5. So you get the drill. So again, even if you plug in 4 in this end, you're supposed to get 7. If you plug in 5, you're supposed to get 9. So that's the idea behind the whole 2n minus 1. Okay? Now again, if you are the type that don't like seeing this n, to say, no, I don't want to see that n, why not am I not just using x? Another way you could define the set is by saying set C is the set of 2x minus 1 such that x is an element of natural numbers. Basically, this is the same as this. Where you have the x, you just plug in the natural numbers. Because if you say now here, 2 times 1 minus 1, it will still give you the elements which are here. All right? Now with that said, let's move on to example number 4. So example number 4 states, write set D in set builder notation. Now here we have set D has elements 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. What are these numbers called? If you check under the comment section of part 1 or lesson 1 of sets, Mario mentions that these numbers are called perfect squares, because I remember I did ask that question in that specific lesson. Now, if these are perfect squares, I want you to think of these numbers or this example of set D as being similar to the previous one where we had odd numbers. How do you think you can define this set of perfect squares? As a matter of fact, I want you to pause this video and just go to Google, or you can even use ChatGPT and just type in ChatGPT, if we denote odd numbers using 2n minus 1, how can we denote perfect squares? And then if you find out how to denote perfect squares, come back to this example and try defining it in set builder notation the same way we did with example number 3. Okay? So feel free to go to Google or ChatGPT right now. Okay, so I'm hoping you left and you came back. For those that stayed, it's all good as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to say D is the set of all elements x such that x equals to n squared. I'm hoping you got that right. And n should be an element of natural numbers. Okay? But it doesn't end there. Why? Because remember, natural numbers go on to infinity, from 1 to infinity. But here our elements are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, meaning they end here. So how can we make sure that it ends there? By adding and n should be less than or equal to 5, because these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. Okay? To explain to you, if I bring out the natural numbers, if you plug in, say for example, we take this one, we plug it into this n, it's supposed to give us the first element here, which is 1. Okay? So do that on your calculator. Just plug in the first element, which is 1, into n and see if you are getting 1. Then you plug in 2 into this n to say 2 squared and see if you are getting 4. 3, if you plug it into here, see if you are getting the third element, which is 9. Then you go to the fifth element, which is this fifth. If you plug in 5 into n here, see if you are getting 25. Now, the reason we have this is to make sure that we do not go above 5. Because if you go plug in 6 there, you'll get a number bigger than 25. But here our elements only stop at 25. Okay? So here is just to limit you to these numbers that are elements. Now, if you don't like writing the n inside your set builder notation, what you could do is you could write it this way as well. Okay? To say set D is a set of all elements x squared such that x is an element of natural numbers and x is less than or equal to positive 5. And just like that, you have written this set in set builder notation. Quite easy, isn't it? Now, like I said, I do enjoy making these videos, and if you equally enjoy watching them, do support the channel by giving us a huge thumbs up and by subscribing. Now, with that said, cheers.